Are you guys? Are you sure are you ready?
We're ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
Hello there, everybody. These are my parents.
Hi.
And this is a very special Q&A.
Are we on yet? Sorry.
Please.
All right, save the humor for those of us who are funny. And we have some questions here from fans who wanted to ask you guys questions.
All right.
And we're gonna do that. I figure you guys can answer both at the same time.
Okay.
All right.
Is that okay?
All right.
We'll just go through it.
Okay.
This is a Revenge of the Q&A, Jesse's Parents Edition. Brace yourselves, internet. Why are you getting?
They're not ready for us.
All right.
I can't.
I'm
They're not
warm.
ready.
Okay.
I'm warm.
Perhaps in
Right.
Sweden they might be
Right.
ready. Nowhere else.
Nowhere else. Now you're just kissing Sweden's ass. Is what you're doing.
That's what I'm all
Okay.
about.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
what?
Well,
That's my thing. Kissing Sweden's ass. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So our first question is actually from an old friend, Laura, New York Laura.
Oh, we remember New York, Laura, from a UB. Young girl that was at our house. She came to our house. Maybe you weren't there.
honest to God.
Very
Laura!
attractive. Go ahead, ask the question, Laura.
Oh my God.
You know
Jack will
Laura.
answer.
Wait, what do you mean I know Laura? You do too.
Go on. I know who she is. Go on.
Oh, Laura! Hi! Oh, she's so cute. Yes, I know her.
What was your reaction when Jesse told you that he was leaving teaching to do videos full time?
Good for him.
I had no idea what that meant.
I don't.
He was just afraid that you'd stay in your room and never come out.
I thought you were going to turn into one of the Beach Boys.
Brian Wilson.
Brian Wilson, and never come out of your room. And so I was just happy you were getting out of your room.
That's what he kept saying. I said, I'm not going to stay in his room.
I don't
Your
know.
father. Anyway.
Anyway, hi Laura.
I refute that. You guys were like
I don't
vividly trying to get me to do everything but YouTube stuff. You're like, maybe you should go work at this
No, I
community
didn't know
college.
anything. We didn't even know what YouTube was.
We didn't know what you were doing.
We never watched YouTube. We didn't know what it was.
Had no idea that anybody can make a living doing what you're doing. And I still find it really. But I'm happy for you, son. Very happy.
I didn't care whatever you wanted to do.
That's right.
Yeah, sure, okay, great.
I didn't, as long as you didn't live in our house for the rest of
Yeah.
your life. That's it.
You are liars, because every day you're like, hey, you should be close to us and come back and live with us
Close
again.
to us, but not in the same house.
only with
Like close
grandchildren.
enough to come over. I don't care about the grandchildren. Close enough to be able to come over and have dinner on Sunday so I could cook. That's all.
Dad is alright, I'm done. I'm done with this.
All right.
Never
Question
mind.
the second.
Okay.
Alright, question the second is,
Hi, Laura.
Mark says, question for Jesse's parents. Do you feel Jesse is hanging out with a bad crowd, especially Dodger, who is a very bad influence?
Oh, she's cute. No, I don't think so.
I think it's Roe. I think the big issue is Roe. The woman has pulled him down. He was a nice kid. He came out here and met this woman by the name of Roe, and it's been downhill ever since.
What? What? I don't even understand that. Okay. No, I think all your friends are nice. I like them all.
Anybody-
And I
anybody-
watch them on YouTube. So I enjoy watching them. And I think they're all very nice. And I think Dodger's a
Anybody
really
with
nice
dry-
girl.
with dry-
And she
With dry
and
ice on their bra, I think there's a problem.
Who was on her bra? What are you talking about?
Roe, I've seen it.
I think the bigger question is, why is Dad watching videos of Roe?
I like Roe. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, God.
Question the third.
David wants to know, how was Jesse growing up? Was he always this awesome and funny? I mean, that's true, obviously. You assholes. You guys are total dicks.
No, don't do that. Don't curse.
Oh, no curse. Yeah.
Don't curse.
Okay. And no, Jesse was always funny. He always entertained his cousin Jennifer, and she always laughed at everything he said. So then he would do it more. And he always liked to be on camera. So hopefully he'll show you that video.
Oh, is this where you want me to show them a clip of me when I was younger?
Yes. So what do you have to say, Jesse?
I'm reading.
And what are you reading tonight? Winning at Nintendo. That figures, huh?
Yeah. Hello, this is Jesse Cox reporting live on an interview of basis of Colonel Identity X. Just for you to see for yourselves. Look. A car is speeding in a 10-mile-per-hour zone. It's amazing, folks.
The best dying scene
Oh my God!
in Midsummer's
Oh, that
Night's
was good.
Dream that I've ever seen.
Honest to God, you got a standing ovation for that one.
The best
Were you in
dying scene.
8th grade?
8th grade, yeah.
Eighth
grade.
grade.
The best
Oh
dying
God!
I played Bottom the Ass,
Oh,
who
that was
dies in
so
a play
funny.
within a play, and it was the best death
Oh,
ever.
honest
Best
to
scene
God,
I've ever
I
seen.
couldn't stop laughing. We laughed and laughed and laughed. You know,
because
it's
I
pretty-
died, and I died, and I died, and I
And
died.
you died again.
And then I got up, and then I would die again.
Oh, he
It
said
lasted far too long.
That
I
was
think
great.
he liked being
Mrs.
on
Koenig was
stage.
like,
That was
don't
great.
do that. I was like, nope.
Stop it.
Now, while he was on stage, he was
Everybody loved
uncontrollable.
it because
Nobody
everybody
could control
knew
him,
you.
so he did whatever he wanted to.
But
It was
everybody
great.
knew you. It was such a small community that that's why it was so funny, because it was definitely who you were. So
All right. Andrew,
Yeah.
I guess this would be question the 4th.
Hey, Drew.
Andrew, not Drew.
Hey,
You don't know. Drew might be a sore subject.
You're true.
There could be some kid at school named
I have
Big
my
Pete.
Felicia Day cup with tea in it.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is that the Wendy's girl?
Yes.
The Wendy's commercial?
No, that's Lisa Foyles.
Oh, okay.
This is
Yeah,
Felicia Day,
That's like-
Supernatural.
Okay. I thought that was the Wendy's girl.
All right, anyway.
Andrew.
Dear Jesse's parents,
Yeah.
how do you feel about your son's hitting on his female fan base?
Oh God. No.
Fan base?
You shouldn't be
No,
hitting
you
on
don't
your
hit on your
fans.
fan base. No. Unless they're 21.
I didn't know you hit on your fan base.
This next question comes from the Wow Crendor,
Ooh.
Hi. Hi,
Hey, Eric.
who
How's
wants
your
to know,
coffee? Go ahead.
if you had to make a YouTube channel, what would it be called, and what types of videos would you make on it? Oh, that's a good question. Think about this one.
Oh, I would do what Rose doing, but Rose already doing it, so I can't do it.
You would make
I like to cook.
cakes and things.
Well, I like to cook too, so I would do.
So you just make
cooking,
a
cake.
cooking channel?
Yeah, I would do a cooking channel, but there's too many people doing it, so.
Well, then what would you do? You have to make it. You're gonna make a channel. What would you call it, and what would be on it? So what would you call your cooking channel?
I don't know. Channel for old ladies. Old lady channel. I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder if that exists.
Old lady. Ooh, I could do one in the pool with all my friends in the water pool.
There's nothing people want to see more than a bunch of old ladies in a swimming pool.
Be surprised.
And they look worse than me. If you're old enough. If you're old enough.
Pool pals.
If
Pool
the men
pals.
are old enough, they don't mind.
Oh no, they do. I don't want to spoil it for you. They do.
We might.
Yeah.
They do.
I think they do.
All right. So,
what can I
Papa,
say?
what would your channel be? And what would you call it?
Football.
Probably At Home with Uncle Wormy.
Jesus.
I don't know.
I think that'd be a great business to get into, and I think, a web.
What does that mean? What is it? What's the business? What are you doing? What are your videos?
How to raise worms.
How should we go fishing?
Think about it. Worms are great. They work in the dark. You don't have to feed them. Give them a little paper. Before you know it, you have wonderful fertilizer.
Stop.
People want
You're
fertilizer.
red.
You could sell it. So I think it would be all to do with worms. Uncle Wormy. A day with Uncle Wormy. Something with Uncle Wormy. I think it'd be great.
He would be good at it.
All right. Next question.
All right, let's go.
Oh my God! All right. Anton wants to know, dear Jesse's parents, what kind of girl would you like for your son to be interested in or to date?
Whoever he loved would
Warm.
be fine with me.
say she has to be warm. She's gotta be alive. She's gotta be alive. Mom's like, whoever wants to date us, like, yeah, I mean, as long as she's living, I'm okay with that.
That's where we're at.
That's terrible.
I guess this is this person's name, Early.
Okay.
Wants to know, Jesse, have your parents played any games? If so, what are their favorites?
Centipede was great. Centipede was fun.
You were a Tetris man. I remember you playing Tetris back in the day.
Tetris.
Tetris on the Game Boy, but when I played games, it was Centipede and I think Space Invaders.
No, what was that one where you like Pong? Pong was good.
No, I never played
I like to play tennis, so I like Pong. How about
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man? That was when we were young.
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Pong and Centipede and Space Invaders.
We played Rock Band.
Played Barkman with Jesse.
What was that?
Rock Band.
You played Walkway?
Wah wah.
Shut up.
You played Walkway?
No, but it didn't come out right.
Wah wah.
No, people understand why when I say things it says like,
Yeah,
it's a Walkway.
Speech impediment.
Runs in the family, it makes sense.
Your mind is going
right.
faster than your mouth.
We have very fast minds.
Slow mouth.
Andrew.
Again, another Andrew. Go ahead.
To Mrs. Cox.
Ooh.
Are you aware that Oprah says it's okay if Jesse is gay?
Okay, that is not as funny as you think it is. I saw that program. How old were you? You were
I was like in my early 20s.
college, undergraduate school.
A long time
I
ago.
know what you do at college.
I was with the only male cousin I have. The
Yeah.
only one who could give me a
Jake.
proper just ribbing because of that. And you were like,
I think he almost fell out of the car. But I was very serious. I was very serious because she said that you should ask your child.
you picked the wrong time. It's going,
No, I
all
guess
those
we should
things don't
done it
mean
when-
squat.
Well, it was just Jake. I thought he'd understand.
I thought maybe he could be
Jake
gay
might
too.
have been gay.
Yeah,
how
Oh
do you
my
know?
gosh.
Wouldn't it be
Hey,
good?
who knows? Who
Well, the
cares?
idea would be is you should feel free to tell your parents whatever your sexuality is, and they should be fine with it, and that's it.
Oh, because Oprah said so.
No, she just said to ask. I would have been fine with it whether Oprah told me or not, but she told me to ask.
Dad's like, no. Oprah had to give the go-ahead.
Adopt. You're going to be a two men and adopt. So if we wanted grandchildren, we could still have grandchildren.
Oh my God, is that what this comes back to? Look, as long as we have grandchildren, we'll be okay.
That's all he thinks about.
Kiri wants to know, what was Jesse's favorite stuffed animal? I know the answer to this one. Do you?
Zoomer.
Zoomer's a little
had
monkey.
He was a monkey in a what?
He had a little...
In a jumpsuit. He had a little...
In like a
Sweat-
tracksuit?
tracksuit.
Yeah.
And you learn how to tie his shoes.
Tie your shoes.
That's
You
what
learn
it
to
was
tie your
for.
shoes with
Learn how to
Zoomer.
tie your
It was
shoes. And
very,
he was
very cool.
really nice. We still have him in a basket.
In a box
now.
somewhere.
Someday,
No, in
Yeah,
a
we
little
got a box.
plastic
some
bin in the
child will
basement.
get that smelly
That?
No.
No.
30-year-old animal.
No.
Zoomer's clean, and
We have
I have
every-
Zoomer's clean.
We have every piece of artwork.
And Mr. Mustard goes to the zoo was your favorite.
That is, see, there you go. Everyone keeps asking me.
Mr. Mustard goes to
Mr.
the
Mustard
zoo.
goes to the
Mr.
zoo. You
Mustard
can't even
was
buy
very
it anymore. It was one of the
It's
best.
actually called A Zoo for Mr. Mustard. Is
Oh,
that
it
the
is
book?
a zoo for
You're right.
Mr. Mustard.
Guys,
I'm
you
sorry.
can't buy it anymore. I looked it up on Amazon.
No.
$400 to buy that
There you
book.
go.
Get
Hang on
out.
to
We
that book.
have it.
I know.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Dude, that's why you won't let me give it away to any children.
Don't give it away. Screw those kids. All right. This is an important question. Ben wants to know,
Ben.
Superman or Batman?
I like Superman.
Batman.
Wow. Why? I need answers for each. Dad, why Batman?
The dark side.
Okay. Mom, why Superman?
He's hot.
Jesus Christ. John wants to know,
Johnny.
is it true? Oh, God. Is it true that Mrs. Cox was in a cult in college and Mr. Cox burned down his frat house?
Okay. First of all, it was not a cult.
It was a cult.
It was not. It was, they came and got me in the middle of the night. It's true. And you went down in the center of the college, and then you stood around this fountain.
What was your attire? What were they wearing? hoods, maybe.
No, I think everybody
Kinda-
had to be in white to show that you were pure.
Jesus.
True. But the reason why you were selected, you had to be voted in. I was in my pajamas. They came in the middle of the night. They just take you down there in your pajamas and you're at stop. And it was because I was in so many activities and had a high GPA. So it was for people who did
So
well
it's like Skull and
academically.
Bones.
It was an academic honor
Like Skull
to
and
be
Bones.
selected. And that's why it was a secret. And they had to vote on it. They had to want you, I guess, in
Oh
the
yeah.
group. And
Secret. It's secret. It's secret group.
It was a secret group.
Yeah. Okay. Dad, your frat house.
Only after I left school.
Wait, what?
After I left school.
They were such
Wait, what were you? Wait, you went back to your frat house and burned it down?
Not intentionally.
They were jerks. They were jerks.
There
They
was
were
a
jerks.
candle. There was
They were
a
jerks.
there's a whole story behind it, but it was after I left school.
In the middle of the night, they found these girls around a fountain. He stole their candles, and then they tried to keep them in their house and burn it down.
God.
This
And they used to sing terrible songs, and they were bad. They were jocks. I didn't like jocks at the time, so I was a geek. He was a jock.
and for our fans in Sweden and Norway and the great
What?
north, jocks are athletes.
Yeah, he was an athlete. I was a nerd. He was older than me. We didn't go to school at the same time.
Still them.
It's weird how that turns out.
And he went to school and graduated, and then I went to the same school just by chance.
Okay. Okay.
I think that might be a question from your fans as to how we met.
No, that's actually not a question, but you can answer that if you want.
Well,
How did you meet? How did two
We were
lovebirds?
both teach. I was an English teacher. He was a social studies teacher. He had already been teaching for I don't know, a while. And they introduced the new teachers and said what college they went to, and he screamed or something. I don't know. He embarrassed me.
I hooped.
Not.
Oh, you stood up there and you were like,
She's
"Hello."
Wayne- I'm Susan Cox, Waynesburg
I
College.
didn't- I wasn't Susan
something
Cox
like
at
that.
the time.
Susan Hannah, Waynesburg
And then
College.
you shouted like,
Oh, Waynesburg, yeah.
Yeah. I was so humiliated. I thought, who is that ass? So I never talked to him. Didn't talk to him. Wouldn't look at him. Wouldn't talk to him.
"I learned everything I know from this man." Hey, yeah, girls.
And then about 4 years
Smooth
later,
and the boner.
4 years later, the student teacher who was a student teacher when I was teaching, came over to me while I was with your uncle and his wife, came over to me and said, there's somebody here who'd like to talk to you. And I said, well, who's
What?
that?
Where
And he
was this
said,
at?
that saloon in
Let's
Mount
a
Lebanon,
shout out to
Pennsylvania.
the saloon in Mount Lebanon.
Pennsylvania. And he, I didn't want to go over. And I said,
I didn't want to go over.
Well, go-
I feared for my life for the time.
So he bought me a drink. I said, thank you, and I went home. And then 4 months later, he called me and asked me to dinner.
4 months.
And
It
I
took him a while to get over it.
I couldn't find his number to break the date because I didn't know what his number was. So he
Wait, so you agreed to it, and then because you were so
changed my
lazy,
mind.
you just agreed to go? Like, yeah.
Well, he seemed like a nice person on the telephone, and so I said okay. And then I couldn't break the date. But then we got married 5 months
In
later.
reality, the woman came to my house and never went home.
Oh, there's such a lie.
One date and never went home. I couldn't get rid of her.
Not true.
She was like a leash.
He used to bring donuts to my dad in the morning.
Austin wants to know, how do you guys feel about my impression that I do of you two?
Well, you can tell I don't sound like a Jewish mother, do I?
I want you guys to try your best on this.
We'll try.
Bennett wants to know, Jesse imitates you all the time. What's your best imitation of Jesse?
Something like that.
Now you know
laugh.
where he gets it.
You
There
laugh.
it is.
Of course, that sounded like the Wicked Witch of the West.
That's about right. That's about right. Okay. All right. I think the last question is there anything you want the world to know about you, about me, about anything? You
I
have
spilled the beans already.
you have the world's attention. They're entirely focused on you guys.
Not the entire world.
Subscribe to my son's websites and his channels.
So he didn't have to come home and live in the bedroom.
Let the kid get some success. So subscribe, number one. Number two, world. Hey, let's get some peace and love going
Isn't
on.
that in Australia? Isn't that the middle finger?
Let's get some peace and love.
In Japan,
going
isn't
on.
that victory?
Huh? I don't care.
know.
Peace out. Let's get together And
That was Shabuzi.
this is a shabuzi. Let's get together and make love, not war.
He's doing an ad for you.
World, make love, not war. And subscribe to Jesse's so that he can make more money than TB.
Nobody makes more money.
John
than
Bain,
you.
we're coming for you.
Nobody makes more money than John Bain.
John Bain, we're coming for you.
I don't know. I enjoy watching all the videos. I watch your videos. I watch Rose. I watch Dodger. I watch some things on Polaris. I was watching Husky's production. I like, sometimes I go and watch TV. Depends on what I'm doing, what they're doing, and then I enjoy it. I enjoy watching all these people. Gerard, the completionist.
We like Khalil. We think he's a good boy.
I like Dead Space 3. I don't like it's the one where you run around and be a president and kill people.
Saints Row.
Not my favorite. But I know people like it. And I like Dishonored. Those kind of things. What's that one that's coming back that's going to be new? There's Dishonored and...
The one that's coming back that's going to be new?
Yeah, the one that...
That is the worst description.
You know what she means.
You know, the one that's coming back that's going to be new.
Back. It'll be new when it comes back.
I like Dead Space 2 better than Dead Space 3. I hate to tell you that.
Okay, thank you. Is that it? Are we done?
We're done.
Wave goodbye.
Bye.
Say thank you for watching.
Bye. Thank you for watching.
And then say,
Hi, Laura.
Laura from Buffalo? Hey, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
That's it, we're done. Advertise like shameless whores.